The White House says President Trump remains closely engaged in the case of Pastor Andrew Brunson. The North Carolina native has been held captive in Turkey for nearly 2 years and faces more than 30 years in prison. His friends and family say the charges against him are false and it's time to bring him back home. White House correspondent Mark Irons reports.
Free Pastor Andrew!
Free Pastor Andrew!
A small rally outside the White House this week makes a loud cry for freedom.
Free Pastor Andrew!
Free Pastor Andrew!
The message echoes on Capitol Hill, where Senator Thom Tillis affirms America will not forget about Pastor Andrew Brunson. The Presbyterian pastor from Black Mountain, North Carolina, has spent decades spreading the gospel in Turkey.
Pastor Brunson has put himself at risk trying to help Syrian refugees, trying to help people in Turkey, and bringing the word to the Turkish people who want to hear it. And he's done it in a respectful way for 20 years.
But he's been locked up since the fall of 2016, allegedly involved in a failed attempt to overthrow the Turkish government. Tillis calls the accusations nonsensical and outrageous. He was there for Brunson's first trial.
What I saw in a Turkish courtroom for 12 hours back in May bared no resemblance to the justice system that we have here.
Tillis spoke to President Trump about Pastor Brunson's case a week ago and says the president is absolutely committed to bringing him home. During a speech in May, President Trump said, "We've been working on it for a while. He's been there a long time, and he's a totally innocent man." According to Senator Tillis, Pastor Brunson's greatest fear is that the U.S. will forget about his case. His next court date is 3 weeks away.
We came here to call our administration to put more pressures to free Pastor Andrew.
Senator Tillis wants the U.S. to block the sale of U.S. fighter jets to Turkey until they release Pastor Brunson, but it's not clear if that pressure will work. Those following the case tell us the Defense Department still wants those sales to go through. In the meantime, Pastor Brunson remains captive. Mark Irons, EWTN News Nightly.